My name is Robert M. Springer Jr., and I'm a retired Army Colonel, 06. Well, the most interesting place we lived, Schofield Barracks in Hawaii, back in the 1930s. A wonderful place to grow up, because it was a place where there was an infantry division, a tropical lightning division, which later became the 25th Infantry Division. And so there were 4 regiments there, and so lots of troops, and that's where From Here to Eternity, the movie, was filmed. And so it was a wonderful life for a young boy growing up, with all the athletics and the horses, and lots of young men my age to associate with. And then the beaches, and surfboard riding, and all the sports. Each regiment had its own kids' football team. So I was really happy there. Yeah, of course, everybody was interested in the war. That was the main topic of conversation. And the first couple of years of the war, well, particularly the very beginning, the part we were in 1941, it was very tragic because we took a lot of losses. And as a kid, I kept a scrapbook of the war, and particularly of everybody loved the fighter pilots. And the air, that was a very romantic thing in those days. So we all knew the names of the World War I fighter pilots, and we all had built model airplanes, and tried to have at least a loose association with what was going on in the war. And one of the wonderful things was every day in school we'd sing patriotic songs, and about every couple months the school would have an assembly where we'd get together and sing. And then as the war progressed, when I was in high school, in those days you didn't say what college you're going to go to when you graduate. It said what branch of the service you're going to go into. Nobody even thought about going to college. And I remember seeing some of these young men, I think 18 years old, they graduated from high school, and they went in the Air Force, and a year later they came back with pilot's wings, and then their snappy looking pinks and blue uniform, and they were great heroes. And they would come back to the high school and visit, and of course all the girls thought they were wonderful, and all the boys were very envious. But these kids were only 19 years old, and really they just gotten out of flight school, most of them. The same way with the Army lieutenants and paratroopers, and they were the big heroes in those days. Yeah, I think everybody that was alive that remembers it, they're still alive today. That morning I'd gone with my parents to the Old Falls Church, which still exists, and because I was going to be baptized, or rather be confirmed in the Episcopal Church. So we went, and the bishop was there, and I was confirmed with a bunch of other kids, and I was about 13 years old. And then we went home, and when we got home, my dad turned on the radio and he said, something strange is happening. We just come from Hawaii. We left Hawaii in June of 1941. We had a lot of friends there, and my mother's family was from there. So we started listening to what was happening. They said Hawaii is being attacked. And so it was very exciting. Nobody really knew what was happening, but we knew it was very bad. And so about that, sometime in the afternoon, my telephone rang, and my dad was ordered to come down to the Pentagon in his uniform. And we didn't see him for a few days. And so it was a very exciting time. But I couldn't get much news. That was the bad part. But everybody's very patriotic, and they wanted to get revenge. Yeah, we had a lot of friends that were in our time. And the ones that were living in Schofield Barracks, Schofield Barracks was not one of the targets because, of course, the Japanese were interested in knocking out our air capability. So they attacked Wheeler Field, which is right next to Schofield Barracks. So my friends at Schofield would see these Japanese planes flying over. By that time, because of all the explosions, they knew what was going on. But none of them were hurt or anything like that. And yeah, and then we had relatives there, and they helped with the Red Cross and organizations like that.